Assalamu alaikum. This is Sada Future Architect Wali, and welcome to the Future Architects Lounge, where we explore what you are, why you are, and how you are exploring the future. आज हमारे साथ एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग पर्सनैलिटी मौजूद हैं जो कि लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग पे बिलीव करती हैं। हैदराबाद से इनका ताल्लुक़ है और ख़ास तौर पे एजुकेशन के फील्ड से एक मैसिव एक्सपीरियंस लिए हुए हैं। मैम सारा बानो, वेलकम इन आवर शो। कैसी हैं आप?
थैंक यू मुशर्रफ, थैंक यू सो मच। मैं बिल्कुल ठीक, आप कैसी हैं?
जी शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। तो आज का हमारा टॉपिक जो है जिस पे हम मैम सायरा से बात करने जा रहे हैं वो है मोटिवेशन इन द वर्क प्लेस एंड एजुकेशन। तो सबसे पहले तो हम जानना चाहेंगे कि वो अभी रिसेंटली एआई में कुछ एजुकेशन लेने की कोशिश कर रही हैं, तो किस चीज़ ने इनको मोटिवेट किया कि ये फिर से
जी
एक एक्सपीरियंस के बाद से पढ़ना शुरू कर दें, बल्कि सीखना शुरू कर दें, पढ़ना नहीं सीखना शुरू कर दें।
जी,
आपको
जिस तरह
मेरी
कोविड आया था, कोविड में काफ़ी डिफ़िकल्टी हुई थी, तो उस टाइम हमें ऑनलाइन ही जाना पड़ा और उस वक्त काफ़ी न्यू जो गैजेट्स थे या ये कह लें कि ऑनलाइन जो सिस्टम्स थे, पोर्टल्स थे, वो इंट्रोड्यूस करवाए गए, तो वो बड़ा डिफ़िकल्ट हो रहा था उस टाइम उन्हें डील करना। तो उस टाइम से ये चीज़ें ध्यान में थी और जब मैंने रेहान अल्लाहवाला के बारे में सुना तो फिर मैंने सोचा कि क्यों ना इनको फर्दर अपने स्किल्स को इन डिजिटल स्किल्स के साथ असेंबल किया जाए फर्दर लर्निंग के लिए। और ये बहुत ही ये हेल्पफुल है हमारे लिए। जैसे कि अभी हम ये सेशन कर रहे हैं तो इसी तरह हम क्लास लिया करते थे, लेकिन बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट होता था उस टाइम समझना ये, क्योंकि न्यू था हमारे लिए। फर्स्ट टाइम हम ऑनलाइन जा रहे थे, कन्फ्यूजन ज़्यादा थी, हेजिटेशन थी।
ठीक हो गया। अभी हम प्रॉपरली अपने क्वेश्चंस की तरफ बढ़ते हैं जो कि हमारे टॉपिक से रिलेटेड हैं। तो मेरा सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन ये है कि वर्क प्लेस और एजुकेशन सिस्टम दोनों जो आज के वक्त में मोटिवेशन के हवाले से आप क्या कहेंगे, क्या मतलब है इसका?
देखिए, मोटिवेशन टुडे मीन्स द ड्राइव दैट पुशेस, यानी कि मोटिवेशन हमें एक जो भी हमारे एक्शंस उसकी तरफ माइल करे और फिर उसके साथ आप कंसिस्टेंट रहें और अपने गोल्स के लिए और अपने मकसद के लिए। और दोनों जगह पर कम या ज़्यादा प्रेशर तो होता ही हमारे पास, तो मीन्स कि हम ज़्यादा बिजी रहते हैं और हमारी ग्रोथ के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम मोटिवेटेड रहें, अदरवाइज़ हम बढ़ नहीं सकते। रोज़ अगर ये सोचें आज ये चीज़ नहीं है, आज ये नहीं हो सकता, जैसे कि अभी हमने सेशन स्टार्ट किया और लाइट चली गई, लेकिन अरेंजमेंट करके वो सेशन हो ही गया। मोटिवेटेड रहना बहुत ज़रूरी है।
अच्छा, ऐसा है, मुझे फील हो रहा है कि शायद आप उर्दू के साथ इतना कंफर्टेबल नहीं है, तो हम इसको इंग्लिश में ही कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं। तो मेरा अगला सवाल है कि डू यू थिंक पीपल आर बिकमिंग लेस मोटिवेटेड ओवर टाइम?
Not necessarily less motivated, but motivation is becoming harder to sustain. Distractions, burnout, and information overload make it challenging to stay focused, even though ambitions may still be strong.
Is motivation something internal, or can it truly be created by external factors?
It's both. Internal motivation is stronger and long lasting, while external factors can trigger or support it.
What's the biggest misconception people have about motivation?
The biggest misconception is that motivation comes first. In reality, action often comes first. Motivation follows progress, not the other way around.
Okay. Why do many people feel disengaged at work despite good salaries?
Because money alone doesn't fulfill emotional and psychological needs like recognition, purpose, growth, and sense of belongings. That is the reason.
How important is purpose compared to money when it comes to motivation?
Purpose is more sustainable. Money motivates in the short term, but purpose drives long term commitment and sometimes satisfaction. Not sometimes, always satisfaction comes first.
Can strict management style ever motivate employees, or do they always backfire?
They may create short term compliance, but often reduce creativity, trust, and long term motivation. Because if there is strict management and people don't have free access to their skills or to their thinking, definitely it always backfire.
What role does leadership play in shaping a motivated workplace?
Good question. Leadership is critical. Good leadership is inspire, support, and empower employees, creating an environment where motivation naturally grows. Because if leadership is not good, that firm, that place will not exist for more time. It will not sustain. Because leadership must be a place where the people who are working under you, they feel secure around you. So leadership plays a great role
How can organizations motivate employees without increasing financial incentives?
through recognition, growth opportunities, flexible work, autonomy, positive culture, and meaningful work. Because if they are not supporting financially, at least they should support in other way. Like if they will be flexible work hours, like if you are asking, you are not giving them financial security, and you are asking for longer hour work, definitely the outcome will not be fruitful. So we must think about these things also.
What are some simple daily practices that can boost motivation in teams?
Clear communication, celebrating small wins, giving feedback, encouraging collaboration, and setting achievable goals means if you are instructing, if the leader is instructing something, so first of all, a leader must be clear in his concept or in his idea. If you are saying go and do this, you have to give them a path where they have to go, from where they will start. You can't throw the random things on them. Obviously, clear communication makes things easy for others. And when a small achievement is there, we should celebrate it and we should give a positive feedback. Maybe sometimes they will not fulfill all your requirements, but always give them negative support or negative comments is not winful for us. So we should start with the positive things and encourage collaboration. What as a leadership we do, we should assign a task to the people's capability. For example, in a room, I have four helpers, but I know one is good in pasting, one is good in cutting, one is good in means editing. So I should assign them the task according to their skill, not the random task to all of them. So how they will achieve their goals? If we want to achieve the goals, first a leader should have a clear idea.
Uh, why do many students lose interest in studies as they grow older?
Because learning often becomes repetitive, exam focus, and disconnect from real life relevance. Always like the same pattern we are following from grade 1 till grade 16. Almost in schools it happens, not in universities because there is a project work, there is a theory work, but in schools from grade 1 till 12, it is a repetitive work. They will conduct, they will give you the lectures, they will ask you the written work, they will give you the exams. Nothing is there, nothing is in practical as we are doing in AI. This is our practical work where our interest is increasing day by day. So we are motivated, we are doing this thing. But in schools, the same chairs, the same classroom, 8 hours, if a child is sitting in a class, he's sitting in the same class. We should think differently. If there is a computer period, the students should go to the computer lab. If there is a science period, they should go to the science lab. If there is a practical work, like in science, they want to show something, they should take the students to the garden for more exploration. In a classroom, you want everything they should learn. Now the scenario is different totally.
Is our education system killing curiosity instead of nurturing it?
Yes, you may. As my previous answer, it is relevant with that. In many cases, means overemphasis grades and memorization can limit creativity and curiosity. The same thing, repetition of the work, repetition of the assignments, repetition of the memorization, like the rectification. The creativity definitely will be killed itself if you are not giving that exposure, that freedom to the students. That is the reason they emphasize on grades. If the student, the child who is getting good grades, he is the best in the class. If he is good in writing, he is good in sketching, he is good in drawing, he is good in singing. No one is motivating them. There is no marks for such things. There is no mark for the PE. In sports days, definitely they play, they win. But what? Only a medal they have been granted. Why they are not giving the marks? When in other countries we move, our students ask for the scholarships. They ask, what are your areas where you work? Like if you are good in sports, they get good grants. They give good scholarships to the students who have good exposure in sports. But here in our country, only one certificate. Only the good systems are giving these certificates. That's it. Nothing else.
Mostly people are interested in certificates only, by the way.
Yes. Yes, you can. These certificates are fruitful. When students apply out of the country, they give them. "Okay, we have received these certificates in this area." What I said, only big schools, small schools, they are not existing, and their students are also not existing because their perception is different. They think like that this certificate paper is the useless thing. Why we are wasting this paper? No one will use it, but they don't know okay, where and how they will use.
Can teachers motivate students who are addicted to short form content like TikTok?
Yes, by making learning engaging, interactive, and relevant, using storytelling, visuals, and shorter impactful lessons, they can create this scenario.
It also can be helpful, like subjects like geography and history.
Yes, of course, of course.
What's more effective, discipline or inspiration in education?
I think a balance is best discipline that builds consistency, while inspiration creates passion and interest. Both are like effective.
Okay. How can parents contribute to a child's motivation without pressuring them?
I think by encouraging them or encouraging like effort, supporting interest, celebrating progress, and avoiding constant comparison. The last one, the comparison mostly parents do in our country. See, his child has got A plus, you have not got. See, her child is got A, you have not got. This comparison must be eliminated from this field, especially from the education.
Mm.
And they should encourage what the score they are getting. If they will encourage, definitely day by day they will increase their efforts and support and interest. In which subject they have this means interest, they should support that. If there is a subject, if there is a game, whatever the area of skills they are interested, they should support them.
Can too much effort, comfort reduce motivation?
Yes, comfort can lead to complacency, reducing the desire to grow or take in challenges.
Is failure necessary for building long term motivation?
Often, yes, you can say, but failure teaches resilience, learning, and persistence, which strengthen motivation over time. Like if you in starting you are doing all the things, you are winning in all the fields. Definitely, if you have not faced failure at once, if suddenly it happens, definitely it will not be acceptable for you. Over there, you will be shattered. So it's better in starting if you face the failure, it can help you in your long term.
How does comparison affect motivation today?
It can either inspire or discourage. Means constant comparison often leads to self-doubt and decreased motivation. The same thing as I said before. If we constant, we will do comparison. So a person definitely would think, what are the lackness, the points in myself. So definitely it will decrease his motivation, his or her motivation, if all the time the constant comparison would be there.
What's one motivational practice that actually doesn't work despite being popular?
Relying on only on motivational speeches or quotes, you provide temporary boosts, but don't create lasting means change without action. Like more oftenly we watch like speeches and read quotations. They inspire us for a very short time, but definitely a temporary boost they can give us. But long lasting, without action, it is not possible to achieve what we are thinking, for what we are getting motivation. What we do, we just scrolling down the reels. They are the temporary phase. For the long term, we have to do the actions to achieve that.
If you could change one thing in workplace or schools to improve motivation, what would it be?
I would focus on making work and learning more meaningful, connecting tasks to real world impact and personal growth. Like you can say learning what we are teaching them, is it beneficial in their coming time, or just for the like fact of learning, as we are doing the memorization in the school, just for that we are doing, or what will be the benefits of that if we do that. Means learning more meaningful, like we are doing now AI. Like AI, we are coming with the new challenges we are facing. We are means you can say accompanying with that, but we have to learn the skill to defeat those fears which we get when we sit in a gathering where other peoples know that and we are not knowing. So it is good for us for the coming time.
You are
I'm audible?
थोड़ा सा लगता है वॉइस की गड़बड़ हो गई है. Are you listening?
Yes, yes, it's clear for me.
Okay. You have been on a top position of an organization, an education in the educational sector. Uh, do you have any example where at some time you motivated someone?
Yes, you can say that. But people easily don't declare that because of you we are here. A few have that courage because where we are living today, people hesitate to like praise anyone. They can judge you easily, they can point at you easily, but they can praise you, they can't praise you easily. But yes, in our students we feel that, because when we take a round in the classes, so many of times the students say that, okay, ma'am, we want to be like you. From where you learned this, from where you got this, so like we were following you. So in this manner many times students say that. Yes, we get inspired with our like from our seniors heads.
Being a leader in a school, you have been a principal, and of course you are the leader as well. Uh, do you have any example that you tackled a stubborn student and motivated him towards doing right things?
Actually what happens in classrooms, as you know, if you have worked, or definitely you have learned, you have been in school, so you have that exposure. In schools, principals don't have that exposure which teachers have. Like most of the time teachers spend there, so whenever they come to us, they complain us, this or that child has done this. And sometimes teachers get stuck. Ma'am, I will not go in that class if that child is sitting there, because they are spending more time than us. It happens many of the times. So we call those students. I don't ask them to stand up there. I will ask you question. You have to reply. I call them. I offer the seat, and I ask for the water. When after I one thing I do, I don't make teachers sit in front of them. Only the student and myself. Then I ask what happened in the class. I listen their story from the starting. Some I'm not saying all the time to means students are wrong or all the time teachers are wrong. Some it's vice versa. Sometimes they are wrong, sometimes students are wrong. Because in a particular age group, like I have worked from playgroup, nursery, KG, then junior, middle, seniors. So every category is different from other. In preschool, it's quite easy to hold the child. Yes, in starting he cries, but later on, when he gets familiar with you, he don't disturb you, or he takes all your questions, all your suggestions, and he follows what you are saying to them. But when we talk the students of first year inter, it is difficult. This is the time when they need my assistance. Then I call the students. I talk to them. So I ask students to say sorry to them. Sometimes I tell teachers that if the child is coming and he is excusing, he is saying sorry, you have to accept it. Whether he has misbehaved with you, because you are senior to them, you have give them that space. They should come to you for sorry. If you will be stubborn like them, so what is the difference between you?
It was a very true example you were given. Uh,
Yes. Do you have that
Mostly,
experience?
sometimes I share sometimes. If we talk about motivation, there are mostly used two type of motivation, intrinsic and extrinsic. What do you think? Which one is important?
I think both
Internal
are important
motivation
at
is
their
important or
place.
external?
I think internal is more important. External will be temporary. If someone is doing something, someone is saying you something, you get emotional, but it will not last with you till the time you get from your inside.
Okay. If someone is getting a very good salary,
Hmm.
do you think there can be a circumstance that he would leave the job?
Means if he gets offer from somewhere else.
He may become demotivated due to some other reason, but he is getting good salary.
Sorry, I couldn't get. If a scenario, there are two people are working, one is
No,
getting more salary.
no, no.
I didn't
A
get your
person is
questions.
getting good salary.
Hmm.
He is externally motivated, but internally he is not satisfied.
Hmm.
Will he do the job or leave?
Yes, sometimes it happens because it's his need to get that amount of money. Due to his need, he is doing that job. And if he doesn't fulfill in the salary where he will get internal means motivation, what he would do with that motivation? Definitely he needs money. So he will stay there till the time he gets his the job he wants. For that period, he will definitely continue. In my opinion, sometimes it happens with us that we are not happy in a scenario where we are working, but we do.
I think it's up to the need.
Situation,
If
need
our
and
need
situation.
is fulfilling, then we can go to the respect or something else. We'll consider
Yes.
it. So, yeah. Thank you, ma'am Saira. Uh, we had a very nice session with you, and your very beneficial insights you shared with us. Thank you so much for giving your time, a very
Thank you so
precious
much,
time
Adab,
you had.
giving me this opportunity, giving your platform. Thank you so much.
You're warm welcome. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Allah